So if you would, just introduce yourself, say who you are and where you're from.
Okay. Greetings. My name is Koketso Interview. I am a Christian, and I'm also a second year student at the third year, apologies, at the Southern Africa Bible College, finishing off my degree. I come from the Davidson Church of Christ congregation. That's where I'm originally from, and that's where I got introduced to SABS and everything. But currently I work as an associate minister at the Zenzele congregation.
Zenzele congregation is where Noah's Ark ministry is.
Yes.
Is that correct? Okay.
Yes.
He would know that.
Yes.
So why did you come to SABS?
Before I even became a Christian, I just started reading the Bible. And I wanted to just learn the Bible as much as I can of it. So I did pray that I would study theology. And then when I found the church, because I was looking for the church, on the day I got baptized, I got invited to actually see the Bible college. So I was like, yeah, of course. Yeah, like it's always been a desire of mine to actually learn about God's word, even before I became a legitimate Christian, I would say. Yeah, so.
Okay, good. What do you want to do when you complete your studies here?
Ultimately, I would love to be an elder in the church. But obviously that's a long-term goal, and God decides that you become an elder. But of course, just serve with teaching, preaching, serve with a lot of evangelism, a lot of also just I would like to give. I'd like to plant congregations. Yeah, just do the Lord's work, visit the sick, backsliders ministry, and all these other things. But I'm an entrepreneur. If you're talking about the tent making side of things, I'm an entrepreneur. I have businesses, but in the Lord's business, I would love to just preach, teach, serve, and do all those fix, correct. I think there's a lot of things we need to correct as the church. So yeah, things like that, basically, yeah.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about your work at Zenzele.
So I've always been interested in Zenzele because Zenzele is a small congregation, but I've always felt like they have a big heart because unlike big congregations, they concern themselves with the community and all these other things. So that really fascinated me about that congregation. So I just offered myself to volunteer to help. So there was an opportunity to help with the youth, to help with preaching there, because there's not a lot of men there as well who work. So yeah, my aim with Zenzele was actually to just try to grow the congregation, make it stronger with the people themselves, and to just, get to learn get to learn about them. Like I said, they're a very fascinating congregation because they have a ministry where they donate and they give food daily to the children in the community. And I've seen big congregations. I'm not saying they're obligated to do, but they don't do that much in terms of what Zenzele is doing. So I just wanted to be there because I felt like they just had a big heart, and I wanted to learn how to be like that myself. So I just wanted to associate myself with that congregation and also to just gain experience, just gain experience in the work of ministry as well.
Okay, good. And what would you like to say to the Greg Hughes family?
Hi, Greg Hughes family. Thank you, Greg Hughes family, for everything. For me to, I think, when things are donated, you kind of take them for like secondhand value. You think they're secondhand just because it's quote unquote free to me, quote unquote. But I know it's not free to you. But the education here is actually, I would say personally, studying other curriculums out there. This is the best theological school in Africa. Because here we actually learn the Bible. We don't learn any other thing else than the Bible. There is other subjects that we do touch on, but it's the Bible, and we are very focused on the word. So, and there's a lot of things I didn't know that I get to know, and other questions that I didn't even know that I should ask, but now that I know. And for me, that is the most beautiful thing, you know. There's nothing I could say really to measure the gratitude I have for the things that I have learned while I was here at SABS. And I just want you to know your work is not in vain. I have grown spiritually immensely as a person. And yeah, like I said, words cannot measure the gratitude I have for what you have done for me and what you are doing through me to help others. So thank you.